Isaac, the son Abraham and Sarah had waited for many years. He grew up knowing he was special, not because of anything he had done, but because God had promised his parents that through him, their descendants would become a great nation. Isaac's birth was a miracle. His mother, Sarah, was 90 years old, far too old to have children, but God kept his promise. As a child, Isaac listened to the stories of how his parents had waited for him for so many years. Isaac, his father Abraham, would tell him, "God promised us a son, and he gave us you. Through you, our family will become as many as the stars in the sky." Isaac grew up with this promise in his heart, knowing that God had a special plan for him. One day when Isaac was still a young man, Abraham told him they were going on a journey to offer a sacrifice to God. Isaac loved and trusted his father, so he didn't question it. They traveled for days, finally arriving at the foot of Mount Moriah. Abraham gave Isaac the wood to carry, while he carried the fire and the knife. As they walked together up the mountain, Isaac noticed something was missing. "Father," he said, "we have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham looked at Isaac and answered, "God will provide the lamb, my son." Isaac trusted his father's words, but as they reached the top of the mountain, Isaac realized something unusual was happening. His father tied his hands and feet and laid him on the altar. Isaac must have felt scared and confused, but he trusted his father and, more importantly, trusted God. Just as Abraham raised the knife to sacrifice Isaac, an angel of the Lord called from heaven, "Abraham! Abraham! Do not harm the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld your only son from me." At that moment, Isaac saw a ram caught in a bush nearby. Abraham untied Isaac, and they offered the ram as the sacrifice instead. Isaac's heart was filled with relief and awe at God's faithfulness. As Isaac grew older, his mother, Sarah, passed away. He mourned her deeply, but life went on. Isaac needed a wife, and Abraham, wanting the best for his son, sent his trusted servant to their homeland to find one. The servant returned with Rebekah, a kind and beautiful woman chosen by God. Isaac loved her dearly, and they started their life together. But just like his parents, Isaac and Rebekah faced a difficult challenge. They had no children. Isaac prayed earnestly to God, asking for his help. Finally, after years of waiting, God answered their prayers, and Rebekah became pregnant with twins. While Rebekah was pregnant, she felt the twins fighting inside her. She prayed to God, asking why this was happening. God told her, "Two nations are in your womb. One will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." Isaac didn't know that his sons would grow up to be very different from each other, and their rivalry would cause much heartache for the family. But Isaac's faith in God remained strong, even as he raised his sons. Isaac lived a quieter life compared to his father, Abraham. He was a peaceful man, spending his days digging wells, caring for his flocks, and raising his family. Even though his life wasn't filled with as many dramatic events, Isaac was faithful to God, just as his father had taught him. As he grew older, Isaac saw the promise God made to Abraham continuing through his own children. Although Esau and Jacob were always at odds, Isaac trusted that God would fulfill his plan through his family. Isaac's life was marked by trust, faith, and quiet obedience. God provided for him every step of the way, even in the hardest moments. But the story doesn't end here. In our next video, we'll dive into the intense rivalry between Isaac's twin sons, Esau and Jacob. You won't believe how their story unfolds. So what would you have done if you were Isaac, lying on that altar? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video about Esau and Jacob. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.